Hey y'all, as I am working towards making these videos better, more enjoyable for you, and finding a way to document not only what we're doing, but discuss tools and equipment that we're using, I would love your support with liking and subscribing to the videos. So hope you enjoy today's video. Bye. All right, good morning everyone. We've got more plumbing to do today. Alex is out here helping me today, whether he wanted to or not. Woke him up and I said, I need help. So we're out here doing plumbing. So we're doing our traps. We're gonna do our final trap locations, toilet flange locations, and just have risers on them. No flanges yet. And then once the concrete slab goes in, what I'll do is we use these 4 to 3 inch fittings. So we're going to do a 4-inch pipe up, and then the 4-inch pipe will get cut off flush with the concrete. And then my toilet flange will slip inside of that 4-inch pipe. That way I don't have to worry about trying to chip concrete out around any of our fittings. This way it'll fit in real nice clean install. We're definitely low energy, or at least I'm low energy today, so we'll see how far we get, but this is where we're at. And I'm gonna set up the camera, see if I can't set up the camera while we're working, and maybe we'll move the camera around and do time lapse or something. All right. All right, so let's take a measurement, Alex, off that back wall. Okay. Over here. Let me get the tape measure from me. Okay. Looks good. All right, so now this isn't glued, but here's what we're gonna do. Plus inch and a half. 19 plus 3, 22. Okay. Sorry. 22 inches. Oh, that breeze is magnificent.
Yeah.
Grab me that circular saw, Alex. Okay. Not look the cleanest.
It's like coconut. Sure, coconut.
Yeah, I'm sure it tastes like it too. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and prime it real quick. Just get it done here. All right. Now I'm thinking what we'll do here. This is, I'm gonna glue in my
What's a big one?
reducer guy here. Yep. Get that glued in. You gotta hold your fittings. You gotta hold your fittings in, otherwise they want to push back out.
Oh.
So the glue will actually like push the pipe out. You can almost push it out completely if you've got a. guess that's the only thing I don't like about this clear glue is it's hard to see.
Mm-hmm.
And then also when you put your pipe in,
Keep the words up.
I like to keep the lettering up. It all keeps everything consistent, and you know, is especially if you mark something, you mark it with your letters up and helps keep it consistent. It looks better. Here, can you come and stabilize that side, Alex? You should kind of hold this. Oh, we got more water at least. Okay, thank you. This is just a test fit here. I've got about another inch I can go on, so it should be 166 and a half now, about. A little lower. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, thank you. It's weird because that does not seem to line up with that, but I guess it's got to move over an inch. So. All right, why don't you prime this pipe here for me, Alex?
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and prime this end. Make sure you get the bottom too, and then do this inside of this fitting here. Okay. Glue this. Okay. Got a holder. Gotta know when to hold her. Know when to fold her. Okay. Oy, crapola. Don't do that, YouTube.
Is it videoing or is it time lapsing?
It's videoing.
Oh.
So, don't do that, YouTube. What you want to do, if you need to glue a fitting and you have an angle that's not standard or easy or straight, what you could do is you take a pencil mark and you mark it on the pipe and on the fitting exactly where you want it, so, or the lines line up with each other. Pull off your fitting, put your glue on, push it back on, and then you know that you're in the same position. So first, we're gonna get this at our 19.5 position. And then I'm gonna mark right there so we know where we're gonna be, where we need to be. And then we put our glue. want you to face the red lettering towards the street, parallel with the, or kind of straight with the street. Push down. Got it? And then one thing you can do, what you should do is a little twist. Just kind of make sure that that glue kind of gets, but once it starts to set, you don't want to touch it. All right? Okay, good.
Here we go.
Turn back on.
Yep. We'll just have to edit out that part.
Okay. All right, you want to come and help me with this real quick?
Sure.
Is that fairly straight?
Yeah.
What?
Did it again.
Battery's probably dead on the thing. I probably haven't charged it since we got it.
Oh.
I guess we could go get the charging cable for it.
Yeah.
Wow, that is not looking sharp. All right, I gotta get down in here so I can cut a straight cut, because this thing is not. Much better. Okay, you can start priming these two fittings.
Okay.
And then you can prime this fitting through this pipe.
Okay.
There. I'm gonna go figure out location. Sorry, like coffee.
That's okay.
That's an 18-inch bench, and then a 5.5-foot tower. Should be. Here should be center drain. Right? It says it's a 68-inch. Couple sprinkles.
Yeah, same.
I don't care about the sprinkles on me. I just don't want my drawings getting wet.
Mm-hmm.
From that edge. Seems about right. So we're gonna do 4'9". Let's see. Could you go grab me one of those stakes, Alex, out of the, or grab a couple of the stakes, and I'll grab a hammer while you grab that. Okay. So that'll be good for there. Okay. Why don't you go ahead and prime this side too? Okay. I'll go ahead and glue this guy. I didn't specify. Oh, on these 2-inch pipes, I didn't tell you this, they don't need nearly as much. Hey, good morning, everyone. This bandsaw, this Milwaukee bandsaw, it's a bit huge for what I'm cutting right here, but this thing makes all the difference in the world when it comes to cutting things in tight spaces, funny spaces. It cuts rebar like a champ. I have used angle grinders and Sawzall blades. This thing just cuts through it like butter, and also cuts through this PVC really nicely if you're careful, and if you can hold it. It's a little bit unwieldy to hold one-handed, but it works really well. Take a watch. Has a little bit of hair it leaves off there, a little bit of stuff, but it's really easy to clean that off, even with just a blade. Take a utility blade. And it scrapes off real nicely. Works better than a Sawzall, that's for sure. Anyway, wanted to show you all that. Thought that was pretty sweet. Just getting tub drain put in this morning here. Gonna have a tub drain right about here. So, need to find a way to support that properly. Go from there. All right. Well, that works. For those of you who use ABS pipe, that's what I used for the last 18, 20 years of my construction career, and I never knew anything else. In California, nobody ever used PVC for waistlines. I don't even know that you could find, at least where we were, the traps and all the fittings for it. You could find PVC for sprinklers, but never for waistlines. Out here, at least in this part of Texas, everybody uses it. You can't find ABS anywhere. And I was talking to a plumber, and I asked him why that was, and he didn't have a good reason. All he did was, he said, was ABS is called oaky pipe. He said you see that in trailer parks and in RVs and trash like that. So there you go. That's what I've heard from local Texans about ABS. It's oaky pipe. Do with that what you will. We're about 32 inches high. Here's another example. Same material, bigger pipe. Cut through this stuff like butter. So nice. Clean it up. Measurement was 4.5 plus 3, 7.5. Like the PVC seems a little bit sturdier than ABS. I don't like two-step processes where you have to prime and then glue. That part I don't like. But it's only just because it takes more time. If it is a superior product, then it's worth doing. That guy. I never used to use the primer when it was outside PVC, like for sprinkler lines. I'd use that Christie's Red Hot Blue Glue stuff, and I don't know if that's just as good or not as using this PVC glue and primer separate. I've got to assume that it just seems like it's logical that a system that has two parts to it is probably going to work better overall than an all-in-one, but I don't know, maybe that's not true. Okay, gotta hold your fittings or the glue will just push it right back off too. That's the fun part. And then the only other thing I don't like about this clear glue I'm using is you can't always tell with this stuff. If you come back to all the other fittings that you did and you're just trying to verify, hey, did I glue everything? It's next to impossible. I shouldn't say it's next to impossible, but it's much more difficult to tell. There you go. Okay. It's so easy to knock over glue. Always put the lids back on. And then even then, don't trust the lids in your vehicle. They'll eventually find their way out, especially if it's warm outside. If it's tipped over in your vehicle, it's bound to leak. Almost a certainty. All right. So these are all where the beams will go. Got these channels depending on, they look like they're all the same depth everywhere, regardless of how high they built the base up. It's about 18 inches to 2 feet maybe. This is the toilet line for, or the waste line for the plumbing upstairs. That is for the laundry room overflow drain, and then main drain. That is for the dishwasher, this one right here, for the dishwasher overflow, and that's for the main sink drain, and that is coffee station. Huh. That's interesting. This looks maybe a little bit too low. Got toilet, sink, shower. Oh wow, they pulled the forms away. There's no forms here. It's pretty far down there. Don't look far, but it is. All right, that's an update on a Saturday.